Alright, welcome guys. This is going to be a duel between King Louis the 14th and Good My Friend. First time casting is right. Okay, I'll hope to make it interesting for you guys watching. He doesn't even know what stream sniping is. Sure he doesn't. That's what they all say. Okay, the player's ready. We'll get this started. For this one, it's just a practice round for me and for the players. They'll be participating in the Civ Players League Tournament Challenger Series. It's a 1v1 tournament that's coming up in about a week. I believe Good My Friend is in it as well. I know for a fact King Louis is. Alright.
To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early...
Okay. Alright. So we have King Louis as Arabia in the yellow and green. And we have Good My Friend as Japan in the white and red. It's an interesting looking map. I'll kind of give as much of the map view as I can for you guys. Man, let's analyze this. So this start from Arabia, it's pretty good. I'm going to turn the yield icons. I find it a lot easier to see. He's got this nice river tile with that for the settlement. Give the housing +2. Continents on a huge map. Just kidding. They're trolling me. Fractal tiny map. Okay. He's got access to horses. I should be able to see iron. I guess not. I guess I won't be able to see iron. So I think the way this mod works is that I'm just a player who is not dead, but I don't see everything. Guess so. That's gonna be hard to cast. Let's see, after we tech it, I guess. Hope that's how it is. I can see all the goody huts too. That's nice. Alright, and Japan has a coastal start, no fresh water, but a nice horse tile. Immediate access to rookie. Alright, let's see. A nice spice tile over here. Let's look at the continents. Okay, Oceania and Azania. Oh my. It's good this is a practice round. Let's see. What is going on there? Oh, yeah. Getting used to windowed mode. All right. Well, King Louis is picking up his first goody hut with his warrior. Oh, I need to just spam next turn. Shift enter. What is Japan doing? Marching across it. Okay, both players are going to get their first goody hut here on turn 4. Both players. All right, yeah. Oh, is he going to wait for the scout? No, he is not. Don't know what he got there. I'm just going to use the arrow keys. It's going to be easier. There we go. That's how I'm going to do it. Wow. Louis went for that settle? On the wheat? What a blunder. Oh, man. What a blunder. Look at this. This is definitely... I would not do this. This is such a mistake. He wanted to buy the horses, but he's going to be... See, this is not on the river. This is not fresh water. So he's not going to get that. He's not going to get any fresh water bonus. Oh my gosh. What a blunder. I mean, yeah, the horses are nice to get early, but he is nowhere close to Japan. Like, I cannot agree with this settlement at all. This is such a bad settle. Okay, and then Japan settling in place there. I mean, they both settled on turn 1. Oh, shoot. Gotta get in the habit of ending my turn. Man, this mod is a bit annoying. So originally, Cairo, he had a great settle. Man, this is gonna be such a poor thing. I just can't get behind this. All right. So the warrior's coming back. King Louis got a nice settle there, right with the bananas and Jungle Hills. Coastal water greater than no water. There's an option in settings to auto end turn. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. This guy's great. Thank you. Oh, it's Connie. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm still figuring this stuff out. I recently switched to the windowed mode for casting, so I can actually stream it and it look halfway decent. But I'm definitely working on having the settings be the best. Let's see. Auto end turn. Let's find it here. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Yeah, and the stream itself, it's got those black bars on the sides. So, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I see why. You got to play around with the video settings here. Whoops. Okay. Coastal water greater than no water. Man, I just cannot get behind this settle from King Louis. This is such a poor settle. I think he's doing it to troll me. I am definitely one to micromanage everything I can when I play this game. And he just missed out. That's a free granary. Man, he would have gotten so much more housing. It's even worse than passing up on a free granary. Yeah. He would have gotten 4 housing if he settled there. Instead, he chose to get no housing. He will only have 2 housing. He will be stuck on this. He will get up to 3 housing when he improves these 2 tiles. And then he will get 2 more housing when he builds a granary. But he's going to be so far behind. Good, my friend, is already at 3 pop with no fresh water. This was completely avoidable. He could have... oh my. Triggered. So, Good, my friend is finding some great land. He must be really he must be really enjoying that 3/3 tile right there. I imagine he's gonna rush that settle. I mean, heck, right there. It's where I would predict. I'm calling it right there. That's where he's going. Okay, and as for our Arabian friend, the scout coming out, 2 scouts. Oh my, he's gonna get his goody hut, but man, he's just already so behind. In my mind, he's lost this game already. turn 1 lost game. I mean, even the wheat tile didn't even, it's not even helping him, because your default tile when you settle is a 2-1 anyway. So, oh man, at least he has, you know, cotton. Yeah. Oh, he just finished another scout. These players are not going to meet each other until sailing is researched, or no, until shipbuilding is researched. It's a shame I can't see what Japan's building, but I imagine him going an early settler. He's going to see some good lands over here, some great settles along this river, great hills over here, and it just, the land keeps going. Yeah. It just keeps on going for him. He's going to want a lot of settlers. Yep. Yeah, they're obviously thinking pretty hard here. I'm not sure what he's thinking about. What King Louis is thinking about here. It's pretty good that he's got a lot of scouts to explore this land. He's got plenty to explore, plenty of these goody huts to pick up, to hopefully catch back up. He's got a couple of decent settlers. This is actually a really good settle right here. I would say right on one of these two floodplains for King Louis. He's managed to get 3. How did he get... Oh, the capital, that's right. Yeah, so now he's at his housing cap. This is, again, no water. He's really taking being Arabia to the next level by denying himself water. He has no desert around himself, but he said, no, I'm going to make some desert. I'm going to artificially create desert so that my civ is historically accurate. And, you know, forget the rivers, right? Because, you know, Cairo doesn't need to be on a river. Not at all. And he's going to scout rush? What is going... When he finds out that there is no link between these continents, his whole game plan is going to be moot. Man. It will be very... Yep, okay, calling it right there. There's that settler. He's going to rush. I'm predicting right there. If there was any currency to be gambled here, I would be placing it on this bet. That he's going to settle right there. That 3-3 freshwater with 2 other hills to work in addition to that. Man, that's set. That's capital number 2. That when he settles that, it's instantly going to be better than King Louis. Then King Louis settled here. So the scout rush, I'm imagining he's going to build a few more scouts. If he's trolling, he's going to scout rush. He'll build more and more scouts here. But yeah. See if I can see where the players are in their techs. I remember being able to see the player icons underneath where they are in here. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know what setting I changed to remove that from here. But I remember being able to see this on spectator mod. Ah well. I'd like to figure that out before the actual tournament starts so I could keep track of where the players are on these civic and tech trees. Well, Louis is not going for the scout rush. He's going to keep scouring this land. He's going to get a lot of information. He's going to find out that they are indeed separated. And man, he's got to get some settlers out. He's got to get some builders out to really improve this capital. One of the few upsides about this settle is he doesn't have to worry about frigate rush. Well, I mean, technically he could just bombard this and just drop a land unit, so it's not even good for that either. He's going to be behind. He's going to be very behind here. Okay. Settling there just to get that early settle out. I guess I was wrong on that being his first settle. Probably a second settle. He probably doesn't want to wait. That would be another 4 more turns. I'm guessing he's building another settler out of here. And he's seen this. He has vision on this as well. This settle is pretty decent. Yep, there it is. So I'm predicting, yep, he's going for that. This is a pretty good spot. Again, freshwater on the coast. He's going to have a very good naval power. Okay, and he's not going for that. Interesting. Getting those goody huts. Okay, settler coming out from King Louis. Man, there will not be any war action for quite a while. We're not going to see any aggressive settler attempts to snipe, attempts to forward settle. We're not going to see that out of this game just because of the separation here. This large ocean, no land is connected here. Yeah, it's going to be a slow one, guys. Definitely going to be a slow one. Was this woods? Huh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering why he would stop there at one tile. So perhaps he's thinking that King Louis is over on this part because he hasn't seen this belt here. He has not seen this how this ends, so he may think that his opponent is going to be in this area. So he wants to get a settler towards that, in that direction. But both players have plenty of land here. This is a settle I can agree with. King Louis, this is a definitely a good settle, surrounded by good tiles you want to work. That 3-2 banana, having access to gold, plenty of production. Proving these horses. Yeah, this will be a long game, but I mean, just right now with this disadvantage that King Louis has, I don't think it's going to go well for him. He's already going to be... Let's see, I can see what he's got here. Oh, he's got a relic, okay. Something I'll definitely have to check often. It's what they've got. 5 gold per turn, no relic. Too bad I can't see what government policies they're picking. That'd be interesting to view if they are micromanaging well or if they aren't. King Louis is doing a lot of thinking here about settling Settling here, maybe? Not sure. He's really thinking about it. He hasn't moved this settler or this scout yet. See, if I were to troll me, I would settle on... Oh, he was selecting the belief, right. Yeah. If he's trolling me, then he would settle on the bananas. But no, he's settled there. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to know why he settled where he did for his capital. He started off on this tile, and instead of moving here, he went right on top of the wheat. See, when you settle on the wheat, you're not able to use it at all, and he didn't go for fresh water, so I should just drop it. It's already happened, but we'll see where he goes from here. But what happens here, though, is that he's on 2 cities now, just settled it, whereas Japan, his opponent, is now on 3 cities. So King Louis is already behind. He needs to watch this micro as fast as... Oh man, he's settling this nice spice, rice, and wheat area. I think Good My Friend is going to go for God of the Marshes. He should be able to get some faith here. Ah, iron. So I don't actually get to see iron. Well, it's weird because, yeah, Good My Friend has already... Yeah, he's already seen it because he's got this. Yeah. See, this icon wouldn't pop up unless Japan has researched bronze working and revealed the iron. Or that science wouldn't pop up. As for King Louis, I don't see any science icons at all from the yields. Yeah, there's quite a bit of room here. There's a nice Taurus, pretty, it's actually meh. There's one hill, some forests, not amazing. But this is a very big map for this. I mean, he said tiny fractal. Tiny map, yeah. It's a good bit bigger than Duel. Yep, so this is just a tiny map. Both players aren't too far away from each other, but yeah, once Japan starts exploring... Man, I can't believe he's not rushing for this spot. This is such a good settle. Anyway, he's going to find all this good land, plenty of places to settle. They're not going to find each other until they build galleys. And it doesn't look like King Louis is going to go for any galleys anytime soon. So it'll be Japan finding Arabia from exploring this coastline. Which, following this coastline, it will take him straight to Arabia. And here's a nice trick. If Japan wants to improve this hill this turn, Japan can end their turn while Louis is still doing his, and then immediately refresh the turn. this will trigger the trader to move up onto the hill, and then your turn is still going on. So then your builder can run up along the road and still have one movement left. This allows that builder to improve that tile and get that extra production one turn earlier than, say, if he didn't do what I just said, lets this trader... Oh, okay. So this is just like one loss of a production. But you can see that how that could make a difference over time. But that's me being very micromanagey, anal retentive over that. Not a big deal. It's a chill game. Japan's actually already ahead so much now. But yeah, there are fun little tricks you can do to work your land a bit more efficiently here and there. And it snowballs into, you know, a few extra units, and those units help you win wars. It's or those extra resources help you get one of these great people quicker. As far as very good early game great people, there are not many of them. Great generals are always great for these duel matchups. I'm not sure what rules they agreed on for this particular one. I know for the duel, and that's for the tournament, they are set restrictive on the classical generals. Let me pull up those rules actually. Let's see. I'll link the CPL Challenger Series tournament Google Doc. I'll link that in the description below. Here, I'll link it in this stream too. It's on. Okay, looks like all these settings are what they're playing on right now. As far as map tiny, resources abundant, fractal, start position is balanced. Japan has yet to get a Pantheon. Still waiting around for that. I wonder if he went that policy. If he went that policy early, he would have had it by now. For God King, the +1 gold, +1 faith. The trouble with picking that early is if you don't go for it in this position, you're left not having a Pantheon for a longer amount of time. And Pantheons can be very influential. But going with that, the production policy gives you that extra boost to get those settlers out earlier, those builders out, improving the important tiles. It really speeds up your early game. If they were closer together, if players are closer together here, a good strategy would be to go for those, for that production card. But the God King is much better in this particular position because the players are so far away that the Pantheon bonus is going to have a lasting effect, much more than it would if you had the policy for production in all of your cities. Anyway, he's improving the bananas. Can we see his iron? So he still hasn't gotten bronze working. And we still can't see the iron icon. Already 4 pop in the city, in both these cities. This is a really good start for Japan. Really good start. Looks like we've got a 4th settler coming out of Good My Friend in Japan. And still on 2 cities for the Arabian Empire. Nothing too crazy happening right now. King Louis is going to come down and improve these tiles. He is still on that 3 pop. I believe he got this scout from a goodie hut. Yep, he's quickly realizing that he has this continent to himself. And yeah, the better strategy here is whoever has the strongest economy is going to win this matchup. They're going to get to those critical techs faster. In this case, given the knowledge I have, these techs, cartography and square rigging, are going to be the critical technologies. Because once Japan controls these seas and can pressure Cairo, the game's over. And so these players should really be expanding their economy as fast as they can. Getting more cities out, getting builders out, improving these tiles, driving up their science per turn, putting out campuses, commercial hubs, eventually industrial hubs, to really drive up their economy. Right now, Arabia is trailing behind Good My Friend. And he is going for this. He will want to stay on the coast here, especially being Japan. He'll want to really control this coast, protect himself. He's quickly realizing, and I'm sure by now, yep, by this scouting here, he's realizing that he's got this whole place to himself. Odds are, so does King Louis. To see if I can still see. I still can't see that iron. It's a shame I can't see what text they are, what they have. It'd be nice to know when shipbuilding is going to come out of Japan. He's going to head to that. Good My Friend settle. Still nothing too crazy going on here. King Louis has scouted his island. His scouts are meeting up and having a little party over at Torres, celebrating how meh the Torres is. Only 1 hill, not that big of a deal. Still on 2 cities, no settler out yet, whereas his opponent, Good My Friend, already got 3 out and 1 headed to this wonderful, wonderful spot here. So he's into the classical. Oh, there we go. Now I can see this. Okay, good deal. Ancient era. Okay. So I can see these icons, but what are they corresponding to? Ah, well. Yep, still nothing too crazy going on here. We've got a third settlement coming out here. Ah, and I still can't see this iron. Yep, so he does have iron. I just can't see the actual icon. Whew, it looks like he's got 2 iron here. I can't see iron elsewhere unless it's in their borders. I'll be able to tell if they've got that science icon. Good, my friend is inching his way towards this great settlement spot on the spices. Looks like Louis is protecting that settler from nothing. Yeah, these players are very isolated here, and it won't be too intense until we start to see naval techs coming out. Once those scouts are able to start exploring across this ocean, that's when we're going to start seeing some aggression from these players. As far as settlement options go, looks like King Louis is heading up to this river over here. Or maybe in this river valley here. Looks like Tokyo is reaching its housing limit. And this is definitely going to be an economy game. Who can micromanage the most, who can spread out and take advantage of their continent the best as their abilities are. Yep, but they're going to realize that they've got practically unlimited land. And hopefully we see Good My Friend start exploring across this ocean here. Doesn't even need cartography. He can explore and meet his opponent just by following this coastline. He's got a couple of coastals. He'll have 3 of them. He'll have the production to do it. So hopefully we see some galleys coming out. The sooner he gets that information, the better it's going to be for him. He can start targeting those critical technologies and start sailing over there. All he'll need is a couple of frigates on this coastline, take out the city, even if it's walled, take out any defensive units here with frigates, and just drop a few horsemen. He takes the capital, he wins. It's a 1v1. Don't even need to worry about any other city. That's the thing with these duels. Domination, victory, all victory types are enabled. The quickest and most effective way to win here is through domination, just taking this one city. For King Louis, he's got to get harbors out now. He's got to plant a harbor here. Oh man, maybe plant one way over here for this city and just get these ships out. He's got to, marching a land army across this, it's far too risky. Mamluks are great, but they're very difficult to land on this coastline and take out cities. Of course, they don't know where their opponents are, but that's the critical thing here, is to find where your opponent is and tailor your strategy to take them out. Yep. Yep, the no water is for, I guess, a defense. I'm still working that out. I want to say that King Louis is trolling me a bit because I'm a big fan of micromanaging everything. And yeah, just this placement. See, he started on this tile right here. I'll add a pin to help people who are joining. So we started there. That's to me, so I don't give it. If I revealed it to Good My Friend, that would probably ruin their game for them. But yeah, Arabia started right there, and he chose to settle on the wheat. This isn't islands. The thing is, though, Fractal, from my experience, it does not have to be. It doesn't have to be connected by land. I mean, these are not connected by land at all. But it was Fractal. He chose Fractal. Whew, man. But yeah. Between the cocoa and the cotton. See, right there, that's a pretty good spot. In my opinion, literally any spot besides these two tiles here would have been better than what he chose. But see, he chose this spot with no fresh water on top of a tile he could have worked. It's pretty tough. It's rough to see. Rough on my eyes. Yeah, literally any of these spots. I would have personally settled right here to get that settle on turn 1. He would have had access to the wheat. Yeah, it's a 2-1. Not bad. Not the worst. And he would have gotten that fresh water start, the +3 housing, and he's not going to be slowed. He would be at, probably 7 or 8 pop by now if he had just simply moved to the right 1 tile. I mean, that 1-3-2-1 tile is pretty decent. Just to be able to work straight away. Of course, it would have been a 1-3-1 tile. This was a good settle, though. But yeah, as far as defense, though, he avoids getting killed by caravels, or maybe a galley if someone's going to be that aggressive early. But by settling here, you are at risk for being hit by a caravel early. But the thing is, you're so behind by where you place that settlement that it's, gosh, I mean, Japan can just sail over here with a few frigates, plop them right down on these coasts here, and bombard that capital. And then Japan would just have to drop a horse or a scout or any kind of unit that can just land and survive 1 turn and hit the city when it's at 0 health. This doesn't guarantee he's safe from the coast, so I'm not sure what Louis is thinking there. As far as Japan's going, he did take this settle. Yep. I think that's true too, but it's just my opinion. It's not that important. It's interesting to see a different kind of game. So that's an interesting point. I agree with King Louis here completely. It'll really make this duel much more layered as far as, what do you go for? Do you go for naval force? Do you go for land force? It really brings ships into the fold, but the problem is, well, King Louis didn't even settle on the coast, so he didn't want to go straight for ships. But B, it prolongs the game incredibly. Like, this is going to be just a war of who can drive their economy as far as they can, and then just exceed their opponent in just all demographics. I believe right now, I should probably show this more often. Japan is ahead, and this lead, it's not much at all, but this is just simply because of population. Just by the extra cities, and that's going to snowball. As far as culture, he's leading by, quite a bit here, by a whole third. And then we've got military, which isn't that important here. Louis is ahead. He's got a more prominent scouting force. He does have a smaller piece of land, though. So now these scouts will be idle until he gets shipbuilding to be able to explore outward to see where his opponent is. It's going to be a long game. Yep, King Louis and Good My Friend battle for economy. Whoever's got the greatest economy is going to win this matchup. So we'll be here a while just to see. This is a decent settle spot. It leaves open this settle on the cotton and then the settle over here. So not bad. They don't really need to pack in their cities so much. They have so much land. But yeah, it is nice, though, to have this horse earlier. So probably wouldn't matter if he settled closer to it. Good My Friend improving some tiles. Oral tradition, that's a solid pick. He's going to get so much culture from that. Yeah, the cultural pantheons really are the top tier when it comes to choosing a impactful pantheon. Definitely the culture, and then, in my opinion, the production ones. As far as, God of the Craftsman, God of the Sea, if you can make it work. Players are taking the full turn. Really thinking about this stuff. King Louis really realizing that he's got to start sending these scouts outward to really explore and see where Good My Friend is. That's a really good campus. Yeah. It's a shame that this isn't a jungle hill. It would have been a +4. But yeah, great choice there, King Louis. He's got another good campus spot here for +1. It's really going to come down to who can drive up their economy the fastest, who can get the most science and production. And he had to build farms to get that housing too. Really tough. That's 2 builder charges just used for that. Looks like Japan is doing pretty well. Got a +2 campus already. And a commercial hub, yep. Getting placed. I'm not sure if these players are going to finish them instantly. This is a decent campus spot as well. This is a little bit better. We'll see how Japan wants to get these districts packed into this space to really take advantage of their unique ability. Do a little update on the great people. Arabia getting the profit, working towards that profit. He's got that holy site right there. He's going to have a decent amount of faith per turn with the Pantheon he picked. 11, it's not bad. Just by having the Earth Goddess. Yep, working off that appeal. Well, another slightly questionable settle here. I would have settled right on this hill. He loses the wooded hill here by that settle. I'm not sure how that works with the appeal. That is a great harbor right there. +4. Hopefully he's going to get those harbors out so he can build up a navy. He's going to need a navy to take on Japan. I mean, we're going to see a lot of expansion coming in from all across this continent for Japan. He's got endless amounts of land. He's just going to spam these settlers and really spread across this island. I think he chopped that. Yep, he chopped that wooded the woods off that hill. I'm imagining he's just going to chop out more settlers. This is a game of who can settle the most. He's actually got this nice hill right there. Can immediately work the wooded hill, get that 4 production, 4 growth. It's good. Good settles out. He's got more land up here. They don't even need to be on fresh water at this point, just as long as he spreads out, utilizes all his land. He has so much more land. If you look at the minimap, he's just got so much more land. And it seems Louis is fighting a losing battle. Yeah, just not connected at all. Players are really going for anything but scientists and profits. Let's see the government. He chose Classical Republic. All right. Yeah, I'm going to declare friendship. Both of these guys seem like friendly people. But still, we've got an autocracy on our hands here. Is he gonna go for any wonders? %10 bonus production towards wonders. Yep, I made a couple of friends here. Not bad. Yeah, it's not too exciting, that's for sure. I can't can't really bring the hype when there's no war here. If we want to play that. I guess I gave them a hint as to what they need to go for. Renaissance era techs right here. Really, they're the most significant ones in this era. Because usually when you go through the Renaissance era, you'll go through the top part to get these very powerful naval units, or you'll go through the bottom part to get, well, to cavalry, in my case, Cossacks, but that's already in the industrial era. You know, the middle part, it's mainly for defense. It's hard to push in with musketmen, but it's a great unit to sit on if you need to defend your land. They have that combat strength. It can defend against cav. You know, you entrench them on hills, they're going to give you the same combat strength as those cav, and they'll work with your oligarchy if you're that desperate. So they're a good defensive unit, but generally the middle part of this Renaissance tree, not too impactful. It's mainly for the top part for naval battles and the bottom part for land. Another thing too, in an economy game, industrialization is great to get early, in my opinion. Getting that production from mines, if you've got the land for it, it's really great. You'll find your coal as well. It really drives up your production. Three more settlers headed out into the world. He's really just going to settler spam. Japan is just going to spread across this land, get all these settlers. He's going to get so far ahead. Louis, I don't think he's got any settlers out right now. So he's going to stay on four cities for quite a while. He's so behind on this capital placement. This is a decent settle here, but man, I mean, your capital is so important early game. He must have missed out on quite a lot of growth, which really translates to that production, which would have helped him get more settlers out. But you can already see he's going to have, you know, Japan's going to have 3 more cities than Arabia. And it looks like Japan is already in the medieval era with apprenticeship. Got that industrial hub out. It's at a +2. Yep, I guess they're going to scrap it. Well, that concludes the game. Yeah, I don't think people are going to really want to play a long, drawn-out game like this, so we'll have to keep that in mind. I think the duel format is going to be much better. All right. Hopefully for the tournament, we will get these maps that are not going to put players on separate continents. All right. Thanks for watching.